The smell coming from them? It's not just an inconvenience, it's data. In the next 5 minutes, you're going to learn exactly what different armpit odors mean, what's happening inside your body when they change, and when you should actually pay attention to it. Let's get into it. First, a little biology. Your body has 2 types of sweat glands, eccrine and apocrine. Eccrine glands are found all over your body. They produce a watery, mostly odorless sweat that helps regulate your temperature. But your armpits are loaded with apocrine glands. These are different. They produce a thicker sweat that contains proteins and fats. On its own, that sweat is also mostly odorless. Here's the key. The smell doesn't come from the sweat itself. It comes from bacteria on your skin breaking down that sweat. Different bacteria produce different compounds, and those compounds create different smells. So the specific scent your armpit produces is essentially a readout of your personal microbiome, your diet, your health, and your hormones all at once. Your body has roughly 34 trillion bacteria on it. The mix of species living in your armpit determines a lot about what you smell like. And when that mix shifts, your smell shifts too. So let's talk about what specific smells might signal. The most common one people notice is an onion or garlic smell. This is usually caused by a compound called thioalcohol, which certain bacteria produce when they break down apocrine sweat. This is normal for most people and isn't a red flag on its own. However, if you're suddenly smelling more of this than usual without a diet change, it could signal increased stress. Stress activates your apocrine glands more heavily, flooding the armpit with more sweat for bacteria to work with. A sweet or fruity odor is one worth paying close attention to. Sometimes described as smelling like nail polish remover, it can be a sign that your body is producing excess ketones. This can happen during intense fasting or a ketogenic diet, but it can also be a warning sign of diabetic ketoacidosis, a serious condition where the body doesn't have enough insulin to use glucose for energy. If you notice this smell and you haven't changed your diet, consult a doctor. If your sweat smells like ammonia or bleach, your body may be breaking down protein for energy instead of carbohydrates or fat. This can happen with intense exercise and a low-carb diet, but it can also be a sign that your kidneys are working harder than they should be. A persistent fishy odor can point to a condition called trimethylaminuria, also known as fish odor syndrome. It's a rare metabolic disorder where the body can't properly break down a compound found in certain foods. It's not dangerous, but it is very manageable once diagnosed. And the most important one of all, a sudden, significant change in your normal smell with no obvious explanation. No new food, no new medication, no lifestyle change. That's a signal worth investigating. Hormonal shifts, metabolic changes, and even some infections can all alter your body odor in noticeable ways. Now let's talk about diet, because this is where most people have the most control. Your diet has a huge effect on how you smell, and most people underestimate just how much. Red meat leaves behind harder-to-digest proteins that come out through your sweat. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower contain sulfur compounds that do the same. Spices like cumin and curry have volatile compounds that are actually excreted directly through your skin. Alcohol gets metabolized and its byproducts come out through your sweat glands. And processed sugar feeds certain bacteria strains that produce stronger smelling compounds. On the flip side, a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and plenty of water tends to produce milder, more neutral body odor. Magnesium and zinc deficiencies have also been linked to stronger body odor because these minerals play a role in how your body processes sweat compounds. Here's something that surprises most people. Your gut health directly influences your body odor. The gut-skin axis is a real, well-researched connection. When your gut microbiome is imbalanced, a state called dysbiosis, it affects what compounds circulate in your bloodstream and ultimately get released through your skin. People who improve their gut health through diet changes, probiotics, or treating infections often notice changes in their body odor as a side effect, even when that wasn't the goal at all. This is your body's systems communicating with each other in ways we're still learning to fully understand. So when should you actually see a doctor? Most body odor is completely normal and manageable, but here are the signs worth getting checked out. A sudden, unexplained change in your baseline odor. A sweet or fruity smell you can't explain with your diet, especially if it comes with increased thirst or fatigue. An ammonia smell combined with unusual tiredness or swelling. Body odor that doesn't respond to hygiene changes at all. Or odor that shows up alongside other new symptoms like skin changes, weight shifts, or digestive issues. These aren't reasons to panic. They're just reasons to have a conversation with your doctor so you can rule out anything that needs attention. Your body is constantly communicating with you. Learning to listen to it, even when it's a little awkward, is one of the most useful things you can do for your long-term health. Drop a comment below and let us know what topic you want us to cover next.